Let's go live. 30 seconds early. Been watching a little bit of Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer, this morning, who's doing a stream on Twitch. And he was eating a mince pie, which, like, with 10 minutes before my stream, I just thought, I've got to have a mince pie. So you're going to have to suffer me slapping my lips around this. We've got tons of the things. Absolutely tons. We don't go short on mince pies in December. There's like a cupboard full of them. Fantastic. And I was a little bit worried there was going to be no one here. But then they all appeared. A VW Audi breaker. That's a fantastic name. It's got this image of like a hammer and a wrench and just going and breaking these Audis. Good to see you this morning. Mandy's in. Do excuse me. I should cover the mic, really. Can't beat a mince pie. The Dave. There's a lot of Daves, but that is the Dave. You don't like mince pies? Yeah, some people don't. It's a little bit strange. Those apple pies you get, like the Kipling ones, just tend to be full of liquid, really. Love a mince pie. Pure Retro, how you doing? Good to see you. The vinegar jam. Eating that will bring out the hate. Yeah. A lot of people are mince pieist. Definitely. Maybe I should have gone for the custard cream, but there you go. It is Christmas. Let me just finish this. Washing it down with a cup of tea. Got the Christmas mugs out as well, Daddy dear. Right, that is done. And it's Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yeah, like I say, I was watching Mr. B. Mr. B is an old friend of mine, an acquaintance from my secondary school, who does his music is a cross between kind of like George Formby. I think he describes it as a cross. If George Formby, Chuck D, and I think it's Grandmaster Flash, but it could be Noel Coward. If they met in a pub and wrote an album, you'd end up with what Mr. B does. Chap Hop is what it's called. If you live down in Brighton, you may well have heard of him. You may well have heard of him if you don't live in Brighton. He has been on telly a fair bit. And it's always good to see him. So he's streaming this morning. He does a school of Chap Hop. Apparently it's normally on the Thursday, but he was doing it this morning. And the reason I was watching it, because shock horror, even though I've been doing this YouTube for 2 years and delighting you all with tales of reselling and the wonderful life that it is, I kind of didn't tell my mates. And I don't get to see them that often anyway, because one, because I don't go out. And secondly, because when I told them about reselling, you kind of got the same old, a bunch of piss takers, really. And you get the same old questions of what do you sell? How much do you earn? I was talking about that last week. But normally it's what do you sell? And then you kind of might mention something and you really wish you hadn't opened your mouth. So, yeah, I didn't really tell them about the YouTube. I thought, yeah, I won't. I'll keep that one to myself. They're bound to find out sooner or later. And I thought it would be sooner rather than 2 years later. But I checked my WhatsApp last night and it was like, oh, crap. And the one who found out was like the one you don't want to find out. And he's having a little field day going on and on about it, which is obviously very, very exciting for them. But it means I get a few more subs. So there you go. Can't complain. Who else we got in the chat? Married to Reselling, Faye and Simon. How you doing? Sir James is in. Happy Monday. Yeah, indeed. Leanne, good to see you. Richard, good to see you. Claire Plant, good to see you, Claire. That little chat thing, that little chat box is right behind my microphone. That's not very good, is it? Let's move you. JJ, good morning. Listening while driving. Okay, we'll pay attention to the road. It's a little bit icy out there. My God, it was icy this morning. This morning, it's the first day I'm actually like in the house on my own. So I've kind of like turned the heating down. I feel like it's a little bit, because I can't be bothered to turn radiators off. I thought I'll just turn it, and it's never that warm in here anyway. So I kind of like turn the heating off, and it will go back on at lunchtime, ready for when Liz gets back. But that's why I've got the old Kangol body warmer on, which is nice, but a little bit small. But I don't think you can, maybe you can tell. Who knows? Too many mince pies. But it's the first day I've been in the house on my own, because we've had like people COVID, various things, which means, you know, members of the clan have been here. And I've been taking the kids into school. The kids that are going into school, been taking them into school. But I didn't have to do that this morning. I was well chuffed, just lazing around. So that was nice. They're all leaving the house at like, oh, God knows what time it was. About 7, I think, and I'm still in bed under the massively new togged duvet that we have, which is nice. So I like that. Liz has taken down a couple of Hermes parcels, which shows me a bit of a trip, and I've got about 20 other parcels to go. I've got 7 that have got to go to UPS. One of which is me packing it's a Sinclair Plus 2 computer, and I pack that sort of thing. It's gone in a banana box, so very solid boxes. The old banana boxes. That's nice to get that out. It's going to America. This morning I had my biggest sale. It was kind of happening over the weekend. I had a pair of Kef speakers, 1968, and I'd had them on collection only. Had them up. I think I had them up for 500 or something like that. And but was sending offers for 450, and I was thinking, oh, if I get anything over 400, that's all right. And I got some interest from this bloke in China. And I was like, oh, shall I sell them, shall I not? And I thought, well, I'll just go for it. It's kind of covered by GSP, but not only for damage. So if you get an INAD, you know, it can prove a little awkward. But I just thought, you know, I'll take the chance and go for it. And in the end, the original bloke only offered 420, and then he offered 450, but he retracted it when he realised the import duties and all of that, because it's quite expensive. I was trying to see the cost by changing my location to China, but I'm told you can't do that. It has to know exactly where you are. So the only way me finding out would be to fly to China and do it from where he lives. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so he offered 450, retracted it. He'd done 3 offers, so he couldn't do another one. He was saying, oh, well, I can only pay 420. In the meantime, someone else offers 400, I think. And I went back with a counter offer 435 plus 15 postage, and it's sold. So that's all right. So that went through yesterday, and then kind of like last night, this morning, I was like, oh, he hasn't paid. What a pain. And then I saw just now he's paid, and I'm thinking, oh crap, he's paid. What pain. It's, you know, endless worries, and I've got to package up the thing and all that sort of thing. Right, so let's get on with some listening. Chew quiet. Well, I'll try my best. Richard's off to the dentist. Yeah, I went to the dentist not too long ago because one of my wisdom teeth, half of it fell off. And I haven't been for 10 years or something ridiculous. Very naughty of me. I mean, you know, I've got good... Went there and she checked them over because I went to a new dentist. New, not nude. Nude dentist. That'd be all right. I'll probably go more often if it was nude. But a female dentist. No, I'm going to get myself in all sorts of trouble if I'm not careful. Anyway... Enough talk about nude female dentists. She said my teeth were fine. Just a thing for a Monday. Right, let's get some listing done. Lincoln Seller, good to see you. I saw Lee. Good to see you, Lee. John Holland, good to see you. Hope I've said hello to everyone. Julie Pearson, always in. Blue Harvest Toys. Mark Carrick. Have I missed anyone? Let me know if I've missed anyone. Ali Evans. Luke Clark. Hello, Luke. Good to see you. Rosie Mars. There's loads of people I haven't said hello to. Tam and Bell Cell. My God, they're all coming in. Master of Pieces, how you doing? Good to see you. Enjoying your vids. Got back to doing a reselling vid. It's always good to see you. Check out Master of Pieces. Right, first thing I'm going to do, some stuff on the shelf. I've cleared my spare room. Well, I packed this morning and there's a bit of cardboard in there, but you know, it's generally clear. So I've got a combi, which has been sat over here. There are some more shelves over here. And it wasn't listed. So I don't know what's going on there. Where's my Christmas decorations? Well, that's a good point. Ours go up on the 1st of December. Whether there'll be any in here is anyone's guess. Probably not, but you never know. I might stick a bauble here, there, and everywhere. Who knows? Naturist intentions. Yeah, I'd certainly go to the dentist more often if if that were the case. Like the stream. Oh, like the stream. Yes, do give it a thumbs up. Why not? All right, let's just have a look. So I've not been doing a lot of listing, to be honest. It's shock horror. Because I thought, well, I just want to wind down a little bit for Christmas. Sales have been nuts. You know, been the best, pretty much the best they've ever been. Been strong throughout the year, which is good. The turnover's good. I just thought I want to take it a little bit easier. You know, why we do this. We don't do it to work ourselves into the ground. Did that for far too long. Right, let's see how much a combi video is worth. What is it? A Philips? It's a Philips. So it's just been sitting on the shelf there for like absolutely yonks. Sometimes it happens like that. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the old solds. Any questions? Do put some questions in because I really don't feel like doing much work. So I'd much rather talk about stuff you talk about in the chat. One thing I will throw out there, it may be controversial, but who's been watching Bidding Wars? Who's been and tell me honestly what you think. I'm putting the cat amongst pigeons with that one. Got to be done. Well, I'll tell you what I think. I thought it was lovely to see the people on there that I kind of know. So Global Thrifters on there. I love seeing Jack on there because Kieran had been on it all week. And I was thinking, come on, Kieran, buy a pallet. Come on. He did get one. And then Jack and Emily came along and he's going, bids at 750. He's like, 1,000. I thought he's making a statement here. He's making a statement. So, yeah, I've been, kind of watching. I think that the format could do a little bit of tweaking, because it seems to be, I wouldn't say it's a watch for someone wanting to learn about reselling. So it's kind of no interest in knowledge on reselling there. But I think they'd be the first to admit that, the guys who went on it, because it's just an experience. It's an experience for them, which is a good thing. It's an experience for the viewer as well. Definitely an experience. As soon as Jack and Emily got on, it goes nuts. I'll tell you what I did like, though. He went for it, and I think he was right to go for it, but he knew when to stop so he didn't get carried away. Because Phil, the guy who bought it, I mean, I was thinking that could be interesting if it's all clothes, because that first one they had in the first episode, there's probably only been about, well, I'd say one decent pallet, which was the closed one, and another one that was good in terms of profit, which was I think someone bought one for like 50 quid. And you're bound to make money on something. I remember I bought something for like 6 quid down at Greasby's in Tooting. It was a load of IKEA shelves, and people just didn't want it. And it's worth an absolute fortune. So, weird things. So, yeah, let's have a look. But I do think some of them are a little bit clueless. But it's really good seeing Kieran on there. And it does make me laugh what he said. I'm the trainer king. I was like, are you? Are you really? But yeah, fantastic. I think if I was a little bit younger, and I probably would do it. Who wouldn't for the experience? You've been watching Bidding Wars, good stuff. I kind of feel a little bit. I'm watching. I feel a little bit dirty afterwards. It's one of those. Do you know what I mean? So let me know what you think about that. It needed livening up. I like Jackson, but yeah, I liked it. Bertie Big Balls comes in. 1,000. Oof. Really stirs it up. I was like, what did it go for? Something like 1,300. I was like, it's not going to be that good stuff in that pallet, it's surely. It's usual tea time TV. But I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't people I'd watch on YouTube. Yeah, I think I'm the same. It's interesting for knowing the people. And they've had a great experience, so that's good. Is it staged? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about the ins and outs of that. Could well be. Where did we get those pallets from? The pallets, they are available if you just do Google on like Pallet UK. Loads of stuff will come up. I'm not really into buying pallets, to be honest. Not my cup of tea. Very staged. Very staged. Yeah, the one the girls got for 15 quid. I mean, you looked in it and you thought, oh, God, that's full of... I think it was fancy dress stuff or something like that. And, you know, they've had a couple of those. And I was just thought, oh, God, that's just the sort of stuff I hate. But for 15 quid, I mean, anything less than sort of like, I don't know, 50, 200, you've got to think about, haven't you? Here they are, the Global Thrifters. The famous Global Thrifters. We've just been talking about bidding wars. It's fantastic, Jack, or Emily, but you were fantastic on there. I thought you were really good. So, yeah, let me know what you think. And I wonder if they will, you know, if there'll be a second series, will they tweak the format? Because I think what a lot of people are saying, you know, I think it's all about expectation, really. A lot of people say, oh, I'd like to see more of the selling side, and it would be quite nice. But, you know, you've got to realise it's not, it is purely for kind of like, it's not for reseller information. It's for entertainment and a bit of fun. That's what it is. It's fantastic. Yeah, a lot of people enjoying it because they're people they watch on YouTube. Yeah, well, you're quite right. I mean, you know, I do kind of whiz forward to the pallets that the guys we know win. Some of those other ones, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are you bidding that for? It's when they open the pallet and they're like, why did I buy this? Very funny. But yeah, it all entertains, all good stuff. The place, Mark Tyler, now he does pallets. I think he's got a massive warehouse full of pallets of stuff. The place I get my pallets from are glad to get rid of them for free. I could get about 10 to 15 a week. There you go. We could have free pallets, and then you could have like a competition. Who just makes the most? Be fantastic. Right, I better list something then. Right, how much is a DVD player worth? So let me know your plans for Christmas. Let me know what you think. I've been trying to watch the Beatles Get Back as well on the bits of YouTube that people upload when they shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, that looks very good. I'm not getting Disney Plus for it though. Right. Here we are. It's £45, free post. No remote control with it. Or have I got the remote control for it? I recognise that remote control. £20, 45. Tested and working. Happy Chap 84 sold one of these. Happy Chap 84 is Peter down the road who sells a lot of videos. Well, if he can sell one for 45, I'll sell one like this. Happy Chap 84. Peter, I'm nicking your listing and selling like this. Peter Raised Ventures. Good to see you. Can't believe we got the Global Thrifters in. Superstars of Channel 4. So, Jack, Emily, Gemily, are you on another episode? Let me know. Are you on today's? How many episodes are you on? Or are you not allowed to say? Do let me know. Straight off Channel 4 onto List 5 Live. Indeed. 20 minutes gone, no listing done. Right, let's just draft this one up. I'm not doing anything major. $44.99. Almost put £4.99. That would have been a bargain. Shall I keep the postage at $7.49? Yeah, I think so. Anyone been having trouble with UPS through eBay? Last week, I think they've kind of sorted it out now. But it just wasn't producing my label, which was a complete pain in the bum. Didn't like that at all. Right, Sabres draft. Aid's got out of bed at last. Good to see you, Aid. How many people got in? Got 38 people in. Fantastic. Mark Tyler, he bought one. I paid £250 for a returns pallet, and he made £6,200 selling stuff. Mark Tyler, get yourself on Bidding Wars, mate. Get down there. We want to see you on it. You wipe the floor with them. You're in 10 of the 15. We are in all of them now. Oh, wow. So they're on every day. Well, that's me, 5:30, Channel 4. I'll be watching it. Yeah, I did watch the first few on catch up, which was quite handy because you could whiz through and probably get it done in about 15 minutes. But yeah, I do enjoy sitting down 5:30 with a little cup of tea and a biscuit, taking it all in. Fantastic. And I want to know whether you want a pallet, but I bet you can't divulge that information. Right, that's that. I was going to do an Atari 2600. Now, I've got about 5 of these, and I never seem to list them. This needs to be clean, but there's like 4 more up there which have been cleaned. The thing is, I've only got one power supply. So I've got controllers, you know, the old Atari joystick paddle controller. Got a game I can stick with it. Got loads of combat cartridges. Do I buy a controller off eBay or buy not a controller? Do I buy a power supply off eBay? Do I buy 4 power supplies off eBay and then sell it with a power supply all as a working kit? Or do I say power supply not included? Let me know your thoughts. How much is a power supply for an Atari 2600? I'm guessing it's around about 10 to 15 quid. Kind of put a bit of a dampener on things. I don't want an original one. I'd probably want a modern day one, modern day replacement. Don't quite know what I'm looking for. As usual, I type stuff into eBay and I'm not too sure what I'm looking at. £8.80. Power supply adapter for Atari 2600 power supply adapter Atari from Hello Buyers. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say names. Are they UK? Yeah, they are. Got quite a small lead on there. £8.80, and I can get 3 for £7.92. They give me 90p off. I think I might just get a bunch of those. That looks all right. How long's that lead? It looks tiny. I'll tell you. 9-volt 1 amp. I tried my Atari with my 9-volt supply, like variable supply, and it didn't work. It was only when I used the original supply, which I think was like a 12-volt thing. Now, you know, so I'm a little bit worried that if that one looks better, actually, it looks like it's got a longer lead. They're probably all from the same place in China. Where's your crown? Oh, yeah. Hot Wheels. Well, I've been banging on about Hot Wheels race. I don't want to go on about it again. But yeah, 16 cars went in for the Master of Pieces Hot Wheels Drag Race Reseller Extravaganza. My little car, I thought we'd have a car in the house because we had tons of Hot Wheels with the boys going through them. And wouldn't you know it, about 6 months ago, Liz took them all to the charity shop. And there's not one in the house. So I had to go to the local boot fair, and I found my little circle tracker, I think it was called. Ian was saying, I just called it 3 is the magic number with a 3 on top. And yeah, it came through and won the race. It was absolutely amazing. Do check it home. I do bang on about it almost every stream. But the last race, I won it by going on 2 wheels, then going on my roof, and then flipping over I was still on my roof, reversing through the finish line, and I took the win. And that was after the first round of races was tied. I mean, you cannot get more exciting than that. It was fantastic. So, Fate or Simon going to the barn. Into the barn. Yeah, I've been out this morning. It is icy. But yeah, I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled to win. I didn't want to bang him on about it too much, but God, I was well chuffed. And the boys were going nuts, absolutely nuts. Right. Yeah, I think we'll have some of those. We'll add some of those to the basket. £8 each. I'm going to buy 5 of them. I mean, if they don't work, and always send them back. That's eBay protection, isn't it? I'm sure they would have checked them out on 2600. But yeah, Mark, I think you're right. Sell it altogether. Right. So, how much is an Atari 2600 with combat and some controllers? Only 40 quid. It's not that much money, really. No power. Oh, that's no power supply. Well, that's what I would be selling it for. Well, I'll tell you what. If it's 40 quid with no power supply, there's one here for 70 quid with power supply. 70 quid. 70 quid. Look at that. It's a change in price, isn't it? I could say modern day reliable power supply as well. Free post, that is. So I'll probably go 80 quid. Have they got a game? They haven't got a game. I mean, the games aren't worth a lot. Combat, which is what I'm doing it with. I remember playing that with my brother when I got my Atari 2600 back in 19. We had Asteroids, we had Combat, which was a game you got with it, and we had Pac-Man. I thought Pac-Man was amazing. I thought I literally have an arcade machine on my television. Right. Hello, Richard. Richard, Night's Life. Good to see you. You just had your booster jab. Yeah, I had mine a few weeks ago. I think we're going to need it, aren't we? Blimey. Omnicron. Yes, it's all a bit nuts. Right, let's save that as draft. So I'm going to buy those power supplies, I think. That's 2 listed, 2 drafted. 2 drafted. Mopar Hot Wheels race news coming soon. You got a new track ready. Fantastic. I think I'm going to have to get a new car. I don't know where I'm going to get one from out of car boot season. Because the little 3 is the magic number is going to be retired to the Hall of Fame. Be on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, Mandy was fantastic finish. Unbelievable. There was some like crazy races. I thoroughly enjoyed watching all of them. Peter Ray, go up to the 21st. Oh, that's when you're going to switch off your store. Yeah, a mate of mine has taken all this stuff off eBay already. And I kind of thought, wow, that's crazy. Surely you'll get loads of sales in December. But then I had a little think about it, and I thought, actually, he might have the right idea. That's the way to do it. You know, if you want to take a break, and a good break, why not? Hello, Anomalous Data Point. Good to see you. Who have I not said hello to? Have I said hello to the Monkey Thrifter? I think I have. Not too sure, though. Hello. Right. What next? I found this kicking around. I think it's quite a rare thing. I'm sure I've tried to sell it on Amazon, but we'll just see how much it is on eBay. So that's Monopoly Las Vegas. Oh, this doesn't look too good. I thought it'd be more than that. There's a modern version. There's a small box version. When I get annoyed with, £26 from the States, though. I'll be sorting this by highest price because it's I'm not getting the price I want. Let's have a look. Oh, 40, oh, brand new. Brand new, 45 quid. Pre-owned, £7. That's on bids. Let's have a look at bins. Hello, Kathy. Kathy. It's Kathy. Hello, Kathy. What does the E stand for? E's are good. I wonder what it stands for. Eggs Benedict. £23.99. Here we go, plus £5.30 postage. £24.99 for a different version. Sorry, Kath. Hello, Andy. I haven't said hello to you. Yeah, I was looking. I sometimes like do a quick run through of my stream afterwards, and I saw last week there were about 3 questions I didn't answer. I can't remember what they were, so they're probably not going to get answered. Brand new 35. It looks like it's about 25 quid. This, if you're lucky. Brand new, and the picture is with the box opened. That's not brand new, is it? It's not brand new. You feel better after me singing? Oh dear. Right, £24.99 and £4.99 postage on that. So that's an amendment of my policy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Christmas and having a bit of a break. I'm already thinking sort of next year and kind of what I want to do and the level I want to be selling at and the consistency of it all. I mean, I've been on about that since I've been on YouTube, really. One of the first things I did was this like list 5 a day, list at least 5. Keep the consistency there. It's very, very important. Not that I do it all the time myself, but I try and I'm aware of it. One thing I thought about doing, I've never done this, is the Vlogmas. I mean, I have enough trouble doing one live stream a week. Dare I do a day, like it's every day, isn't it? People do them. So that'll be the day after tomorrow. A little vlogette on the channel. What do you think of that? I really have to think about, one of those days would be once a week, maybe a sales kind of update, and then not too sure what I do. I wanted to do some videos of I've been going on about this for months, but my rare finds that are kind of on the shelf. These shelves now will be there's going to be no stock on here. It'll just be for rare items and curios. I want to be the queen of curios. Unfortunately, she's on Bidding Wars. But I'll tell you what, that guy who was old, I think he might be an auctioneer down in Dover, old waistcoat man who's with the Queen of Curios. I think he's a little bit horrible to his wife on Friday's Bidding Wars. He had a right go. What did he say? Something like, I relied on her expertise and it was lacking, or something like that. And I thought, steady on, mate. And then the next pallet that was brought in, they weren't there. I thought, right, they've had an argument. She's had a right go here. So I thought that was quite funny. JJ, I've already drafted 30 and all 96 orders posted on the way back to pick up stock, and then I'll have 30 listings done by 5. You working hard. That's good to see. Nice one, JJ. He's an auctioneer. Yeah, I had recognised him, and I saw a few people. I don't know if it was on Twitter or just generally talking that they'd seen him. I just thought it's a little bit rude to his. I don't think he's his wife. He's other half. He was horrible to her. He was on national television. She was like, "What?" So I thought, she's obviously put him in a pallet. One of the people on Bidding Wars has been on Bargain Hunt as an auctioneer. Yeah, it was him. I mean, he should buy a pallet and just auction it all off. I think they actually tried that. And what does make me laugh is when people are taking the stuff to boot fairs. But from what I gather, one of the difficulties is you don't get a lot of time to sell it. So you do have to really push it as hard as you can. But it's interesting, though. I hope it's not cancelled. She looked like she was used to it. Yeah, bloody idiots. You're possibly quite right there, Kath. Possibly quite right. Right, what else have I got? How many have I done? Have I done 3? Shall I list a mince pie? That would probably sell, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, I got this thing. Those Ataris, I've for months I've been meaning to change the caps, and I've actually done that on 2 of them, so that's why they're being listed. Now this does work. Oh, it's got batteries in it. Let's turn it on. Actually, turn it on. It's just tiny rattle. So I've got to take this to bits, and it's not working now. It's not working now. This is typical, isn't it? I was trying it the other day. It's probably worn my batteries out. I'll tell you one thing I won't be doing again is a live mending video. God, that was stressful. Mince pie would probably crumble in the post. Depends on the packing, doesn't it? Can't get this last battery out. Here we go. It was only 2 weeks to shift the stock. Christ. Yeah, that's not a long time at all. Right. Dead battery. That's annoying because I've just left it in there and it's... Oh, well, I've got like literally a whole drawer of like half-used batteries. So let's get 3 more in there. Let's get 3 more in there. Hi.
8 times 2 equals 16.
Unfortunately, I can't type rude words because it is just purely multiplication tables and probably some other stuff as well.
9 times 6 equals 54.
Let's do God.
8 times 6 equals 48. 1 times 1 equals 1.
1 times 1 is 1. So I don't know if this is... I'm going to take these batteries out. That's a good sound. Got any ideas for content for your channel for next year? No. That's John Holland. Do you get all your stuff from Car Boots? Let's just get back in focus. No, not all from Car Boots. I would probably say 75 to 80%. But that changes, you know. Used to do a lot of retail arbitrage, more difficult these days. Well, they need to be chucked. Still got bits of... I've sold 2 things this morning, which are retail arbitrage from a while ago. Just, you know, masses of it on the shelf. I really should be listing. Yeah, this is a listing stream, a working stream. It's terrible, really. Pete, no, but I really do want to sort it out so I have more content going out. But I don't want it to be rubbish. I want it to be useful. As a whole, when I started the channel, I was like, it's got to be useful. I don't know whether having an out of focus person is useful. Let's try and get some more light on the subject. And honest, you know, when I'm having a bit of a moment in the reselling or in life generally, you tend to kind of know about it. You know, around February time, everyone who would have watched would have known I wasn't going through the best of times. And it's just a true reflection. So it's got to be useful, honest, interesting. I've got a few ideas. Like I say, I want to do regular videos of my rare stuff that I've kind of acquired. But that might only be kind of once a month or once every couple of weeks. Maybe more sales videos. But you do... I remember Ben Fitz really stopped doing his YouTube because he was bored of doing the sales videos. And I remember thinking at the time, but they're great. That's what people love. But yeah. So yeah, let me know what you would like to see. I mean, it's always a bit of a cop out asking the viewers, but it's if you've got some good ideas, then I'd be happy to think about it. I'd be happy to think about it, and then probably do nothing about it at all. Right, let's have a look how much this is worth. Yeah, I imagine this is worth about a tenner, but like I say, this has just been kicking around the house. It wasn't sourced. It really should be sold on a personal account, but I'm just going to put it through mine. There's one for sale. There's none sold. Someone's got one up for 20 quid. It's got the box with it. 15 quid. Leanne, can I do some of the chats with other resellers? Yes, I'd love to do that. And in actual fact, that was one of my regular things I did when I started the channel. It was any reseller chat or something like that. And we had the Global Thrifters on. Actually, you had all these little fledgling channels that I wanted to give a little. Nowadays I put lots of shouts out to. We had Global Thrifters. My first one, I started off big myself because I had George Ross. I had some guy called Nick Hills, and I had Tom English Picker, who, like, in my mind, were like three of the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? So started off with them on, and then I had Shelley on a few times, and Lex. I had Shelley and Lex giving me grief on one stream. Had Faye and Simon on. Who else have I? I'm sure. I don't know if I did Z on actually. Might have done. Can't remember. But yeah, loads of really good resellers on. Had Damien on. So yeah. So I would try and do that. Yes. We just enjoy watching you, Pete. Whatever you do. Well, thank you very much. Rare stuff sounds good. Yeah, it's keeping it going. And it won't only be my rare stuff, because if I know other sort of resellers around here who've managed to get hold of like something quite unusual, I will borrow stuff. And I can be trusted. And then plug it in and see. Someone I know has got a blue PS1, which is, I think, one they used for testing in the PS1 factory. And it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing. I'd just like to say that, but he hasn't tested it yet. So it'd be funny if I came on and plugged it in. But I've got some Game & Watches and stuff like that. I've got my Vectrex, which I keep going on about. I've got my Amiga CD32, which unfortunately don't have a game for, but it does work. So I'd love to show you. And even things not gaming related. So yeah, I'd like to do that. And I'd love to chat with other people as well. John Holland I have a lost, I think that's a lot. I have a lot of collectibles. Do you think I should mix it up a bit? Yeah, definitely. Always mix it up. Don't quite know what you're talking about, but whatever it is, mix it up. You do love the live listings. You used to love it when Z did them way back when. Yeah, they were right. I think mine are better though. I'm only joking, Z. Yeah, they're good. They're good. One thing I like about List 5 Live is it's a constant. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it. I think I've only missed one. But even if I don't feel like doing it, I'm always glad when I've done it. Not from the point of view of me listing, but the point of view of talking to people in the chat. That is really, it's quite motivational talking to you lot. It really is. Right. Next. Don't know what I do really. Got this flip clock. Again, this has been kicking around. Nice little thing. Probably cost about 50p. Might go for £20. Let's have a look. I had listed this before, and it's a drop off eBay thing. Coral. It's giving me lots of pictures of coral. It's a flip clock. I do love a flip clock. I've sold a couple of ones that are like massive. brilliant flip clocks. They were from Habitat. Oh, there's one here. And I thought they were vintage and old, but apparently you can buy them new. There's someone selling one for 126. I'm sure I saw one for 200. Right. This is going to be a difficult thing to grab a price for. Oh, here we go. There's one similar. £84. £84. Let me just type in orange. I will show you this. See what you think. Nothing coming up with orange. Okay. That seems a little bit pricey to me. Let's do that. Listing has ended. How the hell do I show you this without giving the game away? Well, I don't suppose it matters because it's... That flip clop is lovely. Okay, well, let me show you. I've got to do the share screen. I've got Clueless as always share screen. Screen 1. Yeah, look at that. So, it's not the same, but it looks a similar size. People might like the orange or red. I was thinking maximum 50 on that, but someone's gone and sold one for 85, and it's coral. Let's have a look at the retro coral Tokyo Tokai mechanical flip clock alarm clock. Maybe it'll go to Japan. Who knows? Let's have a look at some of the pictures. Yeah, coral, exactly the same logo. And it's got the alarm on the side. Do you know what? I'm going to try £84.99. I mean, who wouldn't? They put £5.99 postage on it as well. Oh, let's do this. I'm going to put £4.99 postage. £1 cheaper. Right, here we go. Drafted. And so that is 5, is it? Is it 5? Success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Well, that's me done for the day. I'll get those photographs later and get those live. Like I say, I've been taking my foot off the pedal a little bit with listing, although sales have been still pretty good. Let's have a look at the old sales. Well, today's been nuts because it's £450 straight away for those speakers. So I'm going to have to package those up. That will cause a little bit of a worry. And do I insure them for the full amount because they're going to the GSP Centre? I think I do. I've got pretty much what I wanted for them. So last 31 days is around about £5,000, which is all right. We're looking for one of the old flip clocks ourselves, but the wall one, not a desktop one. Yeah, I love flip clocks. It's a memory for me from when I was younger. I remember going into my mum and dad's bedroom in the 70s, and they had a flip clock, and I remember listening to, the European matches. Like we used to listen to those on the radio with like Notts Forest and Liverpool when they were winning European Cups and all that sort of era. I got absolutely vivid memories of listening to their flip clock. And there's photos of when I was a kid, and there's flip clocks around. So they are fantastic. Peter Ray is off on an adventure. He's off on an adventure to drop some parcels. Little buzz on the phone. Let's see what's going on. Live buzzing. Yeah, so I'll take all those things on board for next year and being a bit more consistent. Certainly haven't been doing as much on the channel as I'd like to, but I have been really, really busy with work. So yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I get these automated messages that my car's due for its MOT, but it's not. So I don't know what's going on there. And I've had an Amazon sale. It's a bit weird. I've had an Amazon FBM sale. I don't have a lot up for FBM. Let's have a look. I hope I've still got the thing. What's this? Request payment on the go. I don't know what that's about. £35, Amazon. It's a Lego kit. I'm the Amazon king. Look at my blue bars, everyone. Look at my blue bars. I love seeing the blue Amazon bars. You see all these hundreds and you think, yeah, what you made on that? 30 quid? But there, cynical me. Cynical me, cynical me. Do you ship worldwide? Yes, I do. Through eBay, through GSP. I did have one the other day that was on an old postage policies. I use postage policies. And it was on an old one, and it was a direct postage to Holland. And I was like, it was a Namco light gun with Time Crisis PS1 game. And I did think to myself, I've got a bad feeling about this. But I got good feedback, which was fantastic. Now, the other thing I'm going to mention before I go, only through eBay Global Shipping Program, no other way. Yeah, you get the protection. Yeah, I did for a bit, was doing it kind of on my own because I was influenced by the Z the Influencer who does stuff direct, and you can get cheaper, but sometimes it's just not worth the headache. So the other thing I was going to go through was if I can find a thing, and I may well do a video on this. So it's a little kind of, it was service metrics. Because someone I know had, if you go into your service metrics, and I didn't even know where this was. It's one of these things on eBay. I'd looked at it once. I'm talking about the service metrics where you sort of see number of INADs, and you have this little green, yellow, red traffic light, and it tells you where you are, and it tells you where your peers are. And if you're in the very high range, it's a very bad thing. If you're in the, anything lower than that, it's all right. And anyway, he got stung. Does a lot of video games and consoles, and he got stung for it like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. He was in very high, and they'd put an extra percentage or put an extra. The fees were higher basically because he was in this very high, and they look at it every month. And he messaged me the other day. He's like, Christ almighty, this is like totaled up quite a bit of money. He's a good seller, big seller, sells more than me. That's not hard, but he does sell more than me. And I thought, wow, this is something I should look at. So I was going into my eBay seller, what's it called, landing page. I was going into seller level. That's where I thought it was. Not there. If you want to look at it, you click in performance at the top. It's drop-down menu, and you go into service metrics. So I got a bit of a shock. Well, it's gone down now. This is a bit bizarre because it shows you when I go in there. Can I show you this? Yeah, well, I'll show you this. Oh, here we go. Let me just go back. So performance service metrics from the top, you'll get this. And if you're in this very high range, it will sting you. And when I looked at this the other day, I was in that very high range. And I put the fear of God in. Just remove myself from the stream again for a second. I don't think anyone noticed. And I think it all shows you it by category, and you can do it by eBay UK. I only look at UK really, but it's come up with toys and games. And And I thought, oh no, I'm in the very high. I'm going to get stung next time. I think if you don't have more than 10, you don't get stung. So I've got, when I looked at it the other day, there were 4, and it was like 1.2% or something. And I thought, God, out of 100 sales, I've had 1.2%. And what was worrying me was I've had 3 returns I've got 3 returns in 2 days. I'll tell you about those in a minute. So I was worried for a little bit. And my mate, he got stung because he had 12 returns. And this is out of like, hundreds. Go into help and remove defects. Oh God, when someone says something in the chat and you're like, I'm writing that down. Everybody write that down. You can go into help and remove defects. Nice one, Tommy. With my returns I've had, I got one which was a power supply for a C64, which had just been bashed in transit, damaged. I think I sold it for 20 quid. I refunded that. I'm going to claim that back through Royal Mail because I really didn't want that back. There's no resale value on it for me. Got another 2. It was a Simpsons chess set, which I sold. And I'd put on it good condition. The tin has wear. See photos. Tin has wear. And the return came INAD. You need to bust the INADs. That's what you need to do. INAD tin had wear. So I'm going to get that back, and I'm going to ring eBay, and I'm going to say, it's not an INAD because I said the tin. If you've described it, and always describe your stuff, be honest, and I always like to think I am. But if you've described it, and I've put tin has wear, and he's come back and said, oh, I don't want it because the tin has wear. Tin has wear. So that will get changed. What will happen on that is I'll ring eBay. I'll say, look, I shouldn't have to pay the return postage. I'll take the hit on the fact that I've got to refund him, and I've got to refund him the original postage because I treat that like a change of mind. And the other thing, what was the other thing? There was another one. So I've got 2 left. I hate getting returns. And it's just typical that you get 2 at once. Oh, the other one was I was talking to you the other day about I bought a load of stuff off Cola Flipper, and one of them was like a Scalextric set, and they're sending that back because they said it's a bit kind of judgery. Now, I tested it before it went; it was fine. These things have to be set up properly, so I'll get that back, and it could be the same thing that I'll ring eBay and said, "Yeah, I'm top rated. Yes, I am top rated." That high thing is only on toys and games category. So overall, what does it say? So if I go into seller level, current seller level is top rated seller. The past seller level was eBay top rated seller. If we evaluated you today, top rated seller. So my transaction defect rate is 0%. Late delivery is 0.33. Which that was, I think there was one in January, one in February, so they drop off. I used to really be on the ball, ringing them up and going, look, I'll send you the photo of the proof of postage because they will take it out if you really want to keep that to 0. But I think it's got to be below 3%, and mine's on 0.33. So I don't really worry too much about that. Case is closed without the seller resolution, so it's gone to eBay and you've lost. I think that's what that would be classed as is 0, and the sales and transactions are in the right category. So there we go. Right, let me have a quick check. I've got a minute left. Have I answered everything? There's Peter Ray going. Let me whip through. Flip flop is lovely. Flip flop. No, not a flip flop. Even GSP parcels go missing damaged. But eBay GSP covers. Yeah, it's very good. I've had a £200 refund on GSP sale. Got damaged. Absolutely fantastic. They turned it on for a load of old listings I had. People do pay the shipping for global shipping for GSP. Tommy goes in every couple of days and puts in to remove late shipment and defects. Yes, good idea. I used to ring them up, but yeah, I mean, if you can just sort of go into the help and what did you say? Help and remove defects. Is it the same in the UK? Let's have a quick look. See. Help. Where's the help? Where's the help? Help and contact. What's it going to go into? Request to remove defects. Yes, there. Another handy thing to know where it is and do it as a regular process. So yeah, from your, if you go and click on my eBay, on the top left, we've got Hello Peter, Daily Deals, Brand Outlet, and help and contact. And the help and contact, I've never been in here. It's a great big blue, horrible looking screen, but there's 6 options there, and the third one is request to remove defects. So yeah, fantastic. Thanks for that, Tommy. Hello, Kez. Good to see you. There's lots of options under that help menu. Yeah, someone was telling me that this whole thing about putting fees up when you go into, like, you get a high number of INADs, keep the INADs down, you know, or if you're going to be a return and you're advising the buyer and they're going to return it, get them to do it as damaged or you know, no, INADs kill you. I heard there was some sort of like court case or something. I don't know whether that's true or not, but who knows. Thank you, Reseller Dens. Yeah, I hope to get involved. Got to find a car. It will show how many late shipments you had. Yes, indeed. Right, time for another cup of tea. I'm not going to have another mince pie. Need to get that room ship shape. Like I say, I've been in there 5 minutes and it's got a little bit messy with cardboard and stuff, so we do that. What else? Got to go down to the post office. Got to go down to UPS. And then just sort of like take it fairly easy. Have a lovely day. So as always, got 56 people in. And it's great to have the pleasure of your company. One of the perks of buyer paid returns is you can appeal INADs. And yes, do try and get, if you don't think it's an INAD, if you think it's a change of mind, you know, if you get the item back and it's in, you know, same condition it went and you've described it right, it's not an INAD. If you've got it back and it's broken, it's not an INAD, it's a damaged. And I think it's important to, it takes that kind of, the fault of it is not on you then. If it's damaged, it's obviously the shipping company. So yeah, well worth doing. But yes, I'm going to let you all go. I definitely need a drink. So have a brilliant Monday. Thanks all for watching. If you click the old thumb, that'll be fantastic. And as Ali says, have a great day. I'll see you later. Take care.